Hi Flosstube, I am Tamara. I am PD Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and this is my channel about cross stitch. Good morning if you're watching in the morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching. It is morning here. Today is Saturday, November 2nd, and it's about 7:45 here. So the sun's starting to come up. The lighting may change throughout this video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you will stick around. I hope if you see something you like that you'll hit that subscribe button and comment. Let me get to know you. I appreciate all of my Flosstube friends. If you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate the friendships that I have made through Flosstube and cross stitching. For those of you who are new, I live in South Carolina, in the PD region, which is why I am PD Stitcher. I'm about an hour and a half, depending on traffic, inland from Myrtle Beach. Most people have heard of Myrtle Beach, so that's an easy reference point for South Carolina. I have decided to start doing floss tubes about once a month. I was trying to do it every week, every other week, and then I took like a 3-month sabbatical because I just couldn't keep up because life, and now I think once a month might work for me. So this is kind of going to be my October recap and maybe a little bit of November plans. We'll see. So I have a couple of finishes. Imagine that. I have finishes. I have several whips. I have no new starts. I haven't started anything in a very long time. And and maybe we'll hit some plans at the end. We'll see. So let's dive in. So my first finish is Liberty. I've got all my notes here in front of me, but they're on 2 different pages, so I might be switching back and forth from those so I can tell you what fabric and stuff. So this is Liberty, and it is on 32 count Picture This Plus Heroic, and it is by Pickle Designs. And I absolutely had the best time doing this. I haven't taken it off the Q-snap because it's just easier to show this way, and I didn't have to iron it because it's pulled taut. However, it is a little wonky. This is straight. These sides are straight. I promise I did stitch them straight, but they're just, it's set in the Q-snap a little bit weird. But I love the fireworks. I'm not a red pickup truck kind of person. Like I know that's kind of been the big thing in that's not me. I don't know. But this one wasn't too bad. I did leave out, there was supposed to be like a little black, it looked like it was supposed to be the steering wheel, but it was in this corner, which didn't make sense to me because it would be in that corner if it's the steering wheel. So I just left it out. Other than that, everything else is as called for. So that's the first finish for October, and I don't finish things often, so I was pretty impressed with that. The fact that I have 2. My second one is A Year of Celebrations, the January block by Hands On Design, and this is being stitched on 32 count Flax Belfast linen. This one's also still on the Q-snap. I'm going to move the Q-snap so I can start February. I'm going to be using this fabric for all of them. Got it all rolled up here. They won't all fit on this one. I've got 2 pieces of this color though, so that they'll all be on the same one. Let me see if I can put something behind so it's a little easier to see. There we go. So the last time I showed y'all this, my little carrot nose wasn't going to fit because my snowballs were moved a little too far this way. So I frogged out my snowballs, restitched those, and it's all lovely. And this is all stitched with the call for as well. Alright, so my next one has become my new Take to Soccer Games project. If you are new here, my youngest plays travel soccer for a team that is an hour and a half away. based an hour and a half away. So all of her home games are an hour and a half away, all of her practices. And all of her away games can be anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours away. So we've done a bit of traveling this fall, and I try to take a cross stitch project with me for not for the drive, because I drive. I can't not drive. It causes me anxiety when somebody else is driving, just because I'm not in control. It's a me thing. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. But during her warm-ups, because it's warm-ups and I don't really need to watch that. And even during the games, I will stitch. It helps keep me from like yelling and getting a little bit too over the top. So this has become my new traveling project. This is Winter Wisdom. I almost called it Words of Wisdom, which is not right. Winter Wisdom by Cottage Garden Designs. No, this is not Winter Wisdom. I finished that one. This is Have Faith. Wow. Y'all, I apologize. This is Have Faith by Cottage Garden Designs. Winter Wisdom was the first Songbird series that I did. This is the second one that I'm working on. So, let me see if I pull this out. I'm sorry. I did unzip things. I didn't undo this one. So, and this is being stitched on 40 count Pewter Newcastle. There we go. That's a little bit better. I love that blue jay. I also love the blue flowers. I haven't gotten to either. I'm very excited to get to them when I do though. So this has become, like I said, my traveling project. However, I found that I have personalized a little bit down in here because I was caught up in the soccer game and just kind of stitching away, and I got off count a little bit. That's okay. It'll be my own and a little bit personalized. I am not going back and frogging that and recounting. It's somewhere right in here. It'll work out. They're leaves. They can be monitored and adjusted a little bit. But I've started working. What I do is when I'm sitting at a soccer game, I'll pull out one color, and obviously it's 6-stranded. I'm stitching 1 over 2 since it's 40 count. So the strands are fairly long, so I can probably get 75 to 100 stitches out of a strand of floss. So I'll just take it and just do that one color until I run out of floss, or until that ends, and then go to the next one. And I usually can get a whole strand, maybe a strand and a half done during a soccer game. So it's not too bad stitching for me, actually watching her soccer game and stitching. This is housed in a Garon Totten bags, butterflies. I think they're butterflies. They might be moths. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, the next one is World of Disney, and this is by ZAnna Cross Stitch on Etsy. I do not have a cover photo of this, so I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick on my phone. Thank y'all for being patient. And if you're not, then I wouldn't know anyways. This is what it's going to look like in 800 years when I finish it. It is huge. It is the largest project I have. And it's probably going to take me 800 years because I can't. This is being stitched 1 over 1 on 32 count easy grid because it's so big, and this is huge anyways. If it was on 28 or 25, I would need a bed sheet. This is close enough. It's like a lap blanket. But this is what I've got. I've been working up in here. I've done most of this part, and I finished the sky, and now I'm working in this little section right here. I do kind of extreme cross country, but not really. I do it by page. So I take, I guess it's called the typewriter method. I go to the first empty spot, pick that color, work it through the page or until I run out of floss. Then I go to the next empty spot. So it's getting there. This is page 4 out of like 550 something. I don't think it's that much, but it does feel like that. So this is being housed in a Stitch and Button Disney bag with Mickey Mouse. And the inside has those cute, they look like, I don't know, they're little circles, but they kind of look like Mickey ears, just in different colors. So it's really cute. I love it. And I forgot to mention, I am stitching Have Faith with my friend Carrie from The Patient Stitcher. Carrie has done the bottom border, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I have not gotten to that yet, and I'm not sure, excuse me, I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it, because I'm busy on those leaves, and I might be for a while. You can see Milo's little foot right back over there. He is pouting because I offered him breakfast this morning and he didn't want to eat when I offered him breakfast, so I put it away. And now he's pouting because he wants it back, and I told him he had to wait until I filmed this. So he's probably going to be very quiet. And Buster's still in his crate. It's early and Buster is not a morning dog. He likes his sleep. Alright, the next one I have is Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. It was a free pattern back in 2020, and so I started it in September of 2020, and this is what it looks like. Well, the cover photo. I am using a palette of colors that I chose from stitchpalettes.com. It's teals and greens and blues. And this is being stitched on 40 count Weeks Dye Works Angel Hair. And all I've done since the last time I showed you is this little flower right here, and brought down the border some. I don't know why, but for me this is slow stitching. I have it on Pattern Keeper, but it's slow stitching. It might be because I am changing. I think if I had picked just like a variegated floss and I was just using one floss, it would go faster, but I'm, trying to change up the colors. I will list the colors I'm using in the description box below. But all my animals I'm doing in this dark blue, and then just using, teals. I guess I said greens. There's not really green. It's just mostly teals and blues. It's pretty, and I love it, but it's just really slow stitching for me. I don't know why. My next one is one of my focus pieces for the year. It is Rosetta by Ink Circles, and I'm stitching this on 40 count Grace Notes Fabrics Sparkling Grape. This is the cover photo, but I am doing, so the outline, the borders is all in Weeks Dye Works Coal, and then each of the little medallions is a different color in shades of teal, pink, purple, and green. So I have teal, teal, and then this one will be teal, and then pink, pink. Let me see if I can get this to show a little better color. Kind of, maybe. So this is a purple, the lighting, sorry. And then this is green, this one will be green. This one actually stitches up fairly quickly. I try and put in 1,000 stitches a month. And I started it, I had to restart it because it had gotten a stain on the fabric the last time when I was almost 75% done. So I've restarted it in January of this year, and I've gotten this far. So this will definitely be a finish next year. I'm planning to continue that 1,000 stitches a month, which should have it done right around August next year, August or September. Sometimes I get a little over 1,000 if I get just carried away in stitching it. So if I do that, then it might be before August. That'd be great. And then the last one is Christmas 2. It is by Ciro Marchetti, and it is designed by Heaven and Earth Design. Here is the cover photo. I love all the nutcrackers, and just Christmas is my favorite time of year. So, in fact, we've kind of already started decorating for Christmas as soon as Halloween ended on Thursday. Yesterday we started putting out some Christmas stuff, much to the dismay of my husband and one of my daughters. But my youngest daughter and I, we're ready. So, but this is being stitched on 25 count easy grid. And I have been working on this page. I do park my threads, as you can see. But I'm working on this page. I just have a few more squares, and then this page will be done, and I can move on. But you know, when I pull it up here, you can kind of see, you know, it's being stitched 2/1 tent stitch, which leaves a little bit, excuse me, itchy nose, a little bit of white showing through. But when it's back here, you don't see the white at all. So I'm not going to stress about that, because it's going to be framed at some point. I figured out yesterday, I think I have 61 pages left to go, and I can usually get a full page every 3 months. If I focused on it more, I could probably get it done faster. But so it is doable. So I probably get 4 to 5 pages a year. 61, 12 years. Okay, that's not bad. I can do that. So, work kind of, you know, now that I'm working more, and I've been working more, I've added hours, and I'm still working part-time, but I was only working like 25 hours a week. I'm up to 30 hours a week on weeks that we don't have extra. Today I'm wearing my work shirt because this afternoon our city is having a festival, and our department, because I work for the city, is in charge of one little section, so I have to work this afternoon. So I'm dressed. I still gotta, you know, figure out what I'm doing with my hair, since I'm gonna be outside. I'll probably pull it up, but you know. So, but that's it for the stitching and plans. So I am a WIPGO failure. I'm just gonna admit it. I am a WIPGO failure. I have started WIPGO every year for the last 4 or 5 years, and every year I have failed. Around August, September, I can't keep up. I do really good. I hit all my goals January through June, July, and then I struggle. So I have 6 or 7 WIPGO goals I still have to meet through from August, September, October, and now November. I'm not going to finish them all by the end of this year. So I'm debating if I'm going to do WIPGO next year, or if I just need to adjust how I do WIPGO instead of setting like some crazy goal, that maybe I just set a more realistic goal. Like if it's called that month, I do 5 days on it or 3 days on it during that month. Suggestions? If you do WIPGO and you don't, and you're a WIPGO struggler like I am, how do you set your goals? Because I'm kind of tired of failing. So I'm at the point where I'm not sure I want to do it anymore, but it is fun. I've also thought about maybe instead trying to do maybe like 25 new starts next year, which sounds absolutely crazy and insane. But if I do 25 new starts, I could do a WIPGO board for that, or 24 new starts and then a birthday start, which wouldn't be on my WIPGO board, and have a free space in the middle, and do 2 new starts a month and have the new starts be whatever's called for that month. What are your thoughts? Help me out. So my goal is for November. My goals for November, I'm going to work on Christmas too. That one and Rosetta, I try to put 1,000 stitches in every month. Christmas too, I did not get 1,000 stitches in October, but that's the first month I haven't this year, so I'm pretty happy with how I've done with that. October got really crazy. We did a lot of traveling for soccer, and a lot of things happening. My one daughter came home from college for a weekend, so I didn't stitch much that weekend, and that's when I get most of my full coverage stitching done, is on the weekends, because I have more time. So I want to spend time with her. You know, just a lot of things going on in October. In fact, there were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in October I did not stitch. So that probably contributed to why I had really low stitching numbers in October. But that's okay. So I'm going to try to get 1,000 stitches in Christmas too, and Rosetta in November. I want to get to 3% done on World of Disney. Right now I think I'm at like 2.5. That 0.5% is a lot of stitching, so we will see. I'm not sure that's going to happen. But I also want to get several other pieces that I only showed y'all like 5 or 6 pieces that I worked on. I've got several more that I want to focus on in November, so I don't know how many I'll get to. We'll see. I am trying to look ahead at goals for 2025. I think I'm going to take a page from Sammy J at Sammy J Stitches, and like pick 5 focus projects that I want to work on every month. This year I had 2, Rosetta and Christmas 2, but I think if I set I'll keep those at 1,000, but if I set some small goals for the other 3, then maybe I'll get some of my bigger projects closer to a finish, because right now I have the number of large and big outrageous projects that I have is overwhelming. I have no smalls. My only small that I had was the Year of Celebrations January. So I'll have another small when I start the February block. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mediums, and the rest are all large or ridiculously big. I may have overestimated my lifespan with my stitching, and I'm not. And then I'm talking about starting 24, 25 new projects next year. Most of those will probably be small. Most of those will probably be ornament size. So that might be doable if I do it that way. And I do like an ornament and something else each month. That I could do. So we'll see. But y'all, I don't really have much life stuff. I've just been working and spending time with the kids and my husband and the dogs. It's been, October was really hot here in October. We've yet to really have fall. I think we had a week of cool weather, and then like the last soccer game my youngest played in, it was 90 degrees 2 weeks ago. So like the Saturday before Halloween, last week. Wow, it was last week. It was 90 degrees, and That's kind of crazy for the end of October. I mean, it's not really for South Carolina, but we usually do have some fall weather. I'm hoping we'll get some fall weather in November. We'll see. It's supposed to be warm again today, and then I haven't looked past today because I've been focused on what the weather was going to be like for this thing today, this event that we have today. So we'll see. I'll look at the rest of the week later. I'm not worried about it. It's going to happen whether I'm prepared for it or not. But I hope you all have a great week. I will probably see you again at the end of November, beginning of December. I've got a couple of days off in November, so I'm hoping to get some stitching then. Obviously Thanksgiving. We also get Black Friday off, and then we get Veterans Day off. And then I have another day off because one of my girls is having her wisdom teeth taken out later this month. So I'll probably be able to get a good bit of stitching done that day too while I'm sitting at home caring for her. I'll take her that morning to get the surgery done and then come home that afternoon and just hang out and take care of her and make sure she's got what she needs for recovery. So, but I do have some other days that are going to be very busy. We've got a soccer tournament that I will be helping with for work, and some other things coming up for work. So it'll be a balance. Some days I'll get some stitching done, a lot of stitching done, and some days I will get probably none. So we'll see. But I am looking forward to seeing y'all at the end of this month and sharing again what I got done in November. Y'all have a great day, great month. Not just a great day, but a great month. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep stitching, y'all. Bye.